Hello, it's your boy Sneaky Fox here, back with another video, and today it is March 4th, which means we have just 8 days until the release of MLB The Show 26. Now, in this video, we're going to be breaking down my Night 1 live stream from MLB The Show 25, seeing what I did like, seeing what I didn't like, and just kind of getting some more tips, even for myself, for what I should be doing Night 1 of MLB The Show 26. So with that, let's get into it. So one of the things I want to hop into first when breaking down my stream from the release night of MLB The Show 25 actually comes before MLB The Show 25 was out. So as you can see below my face cam, there are about 4.5 minutes left before the release, and I was just creating some goals for MLB The Show 25 throughout the entirety of the year. And I honestly think that these goals kind of dictated where I put my efforts into release night. And so we're just going to hop in here. Again, this is before 25 had been released.
Number 3, and this one deals with tonight. Get all 30 silver Team Affinity cards on night 1. This one's pretty simple.
So, simple, yes. However, this took quite a bit of time here. So, there are 30 silver Team Affinity cards, and the way you got the cards where you get one each team, and you have to complete one moment for the Team Affinity in order to get the silver cards. Seems simple, right? Well, I had actually timed this out here. My first 15 moments, which was all the AL, it took me 37 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay, not terrible. I guess a little over 2 minutes per moment. And then I took a little bit of a break. The next 15, however, took me an hour, 6 minutes, and 15 seconds. So definitely a bit longer here. And so of release night, I spent an hour, 43 minutes, and 35 seconds getting silver cards. While, yes, that was beneficial for my team, I don't think it was necessarily the best use of my time, considering all of the other content there was that actually came out during the release. So that's kind of one area that, looking back, I'm like, okay, yeah, I spent too much time there. We're going to have to adjust that in the future. Now I want to pivot to something that I definitely wish I could change, especially knowing now what I do. I wish I could have known it back then. And I think it goes back to me focusing on trying to complete all 30 of the Team Affinity moments, something that definitely did not it was not the highest priority for me, and that was Diamond Quest here. And so as you can see here, we're 5 hours into stream, which the release started about an hour 35 into stream. So right there, 3.5 hours of gameplay, or of the game being live, I should say. And part of the issue that I'm a little upset with here, I'm going to show, because I did just record in case something happened after, like the next day. So as you can see here, it's about 2:40 or so. So yeah, 2:40 on Eastern time, or sorry, Central time here, and we go back here. So Diamond Quest, the initial one here, there were 2 different Diamond Quests, but one that I primarily focused on the next couple days here, and that was the pipeline Diamond Quest here. And so you had your rare rewards, which were the Chase Burns and the Matt Shaw here, which you see about 8,700, Chase Burns 5,400. So this is even after, again, over over 12 hours had gone by, nearly 15 hours. These were the big two right here, Travis Bazzana and Noah Schultz. Just by completing these, I mean, if you got lucky, that is, you could sell these off for 15 to 20K a piece, and that's 20%, 15 to 20% of my bankroll at the time, or my stub count at the time. So, I waited until the next day in order to actually, start playing that Diamond Quest. And with these cards being sellable, something that I didn't know at the time, this, as time went on, this was one of my big stub making strategies. But it's something that I wish I could, go back and change. So that's just going to be something that I know for the release of MLB The Show 26. One last thing I want to highlight here that I wish I could go back and change is just the amount of sporadic activity that I had on release night. And what I mean is this here. So, as I was saying here, we didn't start not mini season, but Diamond Quest here until 3.5 hours into the game. Well, over that time, we were also doing moments here for the Team Affinity. We were doing stuff for the starter program, which again I did prioritize on. And let's see, yep. So I doing the starter showdown here, of course, while this loads. Finish the starter showdown. Well, at least the first showdown there, and then shortly after here, we just go through and we now have the showdown completed. And so, this is what got me that initial Gunnar Henderson. So a good card for my team, which obviously you can tell it's a gold card is higher rated than silver. So, that's a better card for my team as opposed to grinding out that, what was it? Yeah, an hour 43 for, 30 silver cards. Okay, whoopee. Looking back now, I wish I could have gone and said, okay, like before release night, be like, okay, these are the silvers that I want to target. This is what I'm going to get, like positional depth. This is going to be worth my time. This isn't. And so, it's going to take a little bit more planning here, which, we got 8 days. So there's still a lot of information to come from SDS. But at the same time, there's a lot of time to actually plan, what I want to do for the game and, especially release night. So we ended up streaming release night for a total of 6 hours, 15 minutes, closer to 4 hours for the actual release of MLB The Show 25. And at the end of the day, it's over with. There's some things that we went through that I liked, some things that, I didn't like, that we can kind of pivot and change our focus on for the release of MLB The Show 26. But, overall, just looking back, it's like, it's a learning experience. And so hopefully that's something, at least sharing my experience can help you guys out with what you want to do and how you want to kind of start your initial few hours in the release of MLB The Show 26. But that is going to be the end for me. Like, comment, subscribe, and anything that would help out the channel is appreciated. And I'll see you guys next time.